BMW has redesigned its entry-level SUV, the X1, for 2023. The front and rear are restyled, with new L-shaped blades at each corner. It's much more handsome than its slightly bland predecessor and one of the better BMW designs we've seen of late. The new X1 is also longer, taller and wider than before, with nearly a full inch more between the front and rear wheels. This provides a little more cargo space and enhances what was one already of the most spacious SUVs in its class. BMW's latest interior design ethos is also on full display in the new X1. You get a singular glass enclosure for the 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster and 10.7-inch touchscreen, with the latter angled toward the driver. The center stack is also cleaned up, so there aren't several tiers of climate controls and preset buttons. Instead, these functions are all contained within menus and submenus of the infotainment system. We've seen this system in recent BMW models like the all-electric iX and flagship 7 Series sedan. Also of note is that unlike the iX and 7 Series, the X1 no longer has an iDrive controller knob. This has been a BMW infotainment staple for more than 20 years, but its removal in the new X1 means you have to use the touchscreen or robust voice controls to access the system's features and settings. The system is responsive and packs a lot of features, but the menu system can feel cumbersome to navigate and requires taking your eyes off the road for longer than we'd prefer. BMW suggests using voice commands, and while they do work well, it feels like a crutch for a somewhat flawed design. Removing the iDrive controller does open up the center console, so the new X1 feels spacious and has better storage than before. The BMW X1 is available with loads of new tech. The X1 now finally supports wireless Android Auto smartphone connectivity. It joins wireless Apple CarPlay functionality on the standard features list. The newly standard blind spot warning system adds a safe exit feature that sounds an alert if you're about to open your door into approaching traffic. Other highlights include an augmented reality display for the navigation system, new video recording capability for crashes and theft, and hands-free driving capability during certain situations. The last X1 was one of the better handling vehicles in this class, and the new model is no exception. On the road, the ride can feel a bit stiff, but that's countered by composed handling and a surprisingly sporty feel. Standard all-wheel drive is a boon and means there's never a shortage of traction. Our biggest issue is with the brake pedal. It felt surprisingly firm and somewhat touchy. Actual braking performance was fine, so we'd have no concerns in a panic situation. We just expect a little more refinement from a luxury SUV. The 2023 BMW X1 is a technological tour de force, and its interior design isn't vastly different from what more expensive models in the range offer. It drives better, too, with agile handling and a peppy turbocharged engine. If you want a BMW with all the features of the big dogs but have a more modest budget, the X1 might be the SUV for you.